All right, what up, speculators? Let's fire up the TDG PTR Pro Trade Room with about 3 minutes to go before we have our FOMC policy statement announcement. Can I get a 1 in the chat for picture and sound over here? Cool. And I'm streaming over live on YouTube as well. So as soon as there'll be about a 20-second delay as soon as people get over there. So you're welcome to watch it in either place. If you are watching on YouTube, you're missing out on all the fun because we won't have the sound effects and the multi-screens and all the stuff over on YouTube. So we'll just watch this. I am flat going into this announcement. Remember, I mentioned this morning that let me just make sure I cancel all these orders.
Order canceled.
You need to be flat in certain prop firms anyway. So make sure that you're in that flattish stance. I think the suggestion is that of course, no change to the policy statement. It'll really be the initial reaction. I'm going to be watching. Why don't we put it on gold? Gold should be a good one to watch. Gold's been in this chop channel for essentially the whole session here. Move this over here. I got to make this a little smaller. There we go. Gold been in this chop channel. If you're with us this morning, sounds like it was mostly profitable for everyone in the group, which is great. Doesn't look. Oh, I just sent out a notice, but I should have sent out a notice to everybody else that there'd be an afternoon session. Sometimes people can't make the afternoon sessions. I'm resting one order here live, so this is just going to be to buy the Dow Jones here at like 41,000. Just about a little bit of 41,000. We got extreme turn buy that came in on the 1 minute. Speaking of 1 minute, just 1 minute till the fireworks. So we'll see gold over here, and right here. Can they break us meaningfully? I would look for a move to prior POC here. 33.68 might be an interesting level for it to hit. Here we go. You keep playing the we're going down or turbulence. Oh, that's more of like a turbulence thing. Or there we go. That wasn't that fun. Dow heading a little lower, a spike then a drop. I don't know if I can avoid getting involved here. It seems like I need to do a little something here.
Order submitted.
You're welcome to trade it in. I got some Bullnox accounts connected here.
Order filled. Order submitted.
So we'll just buy the -1s if we get there.
Order submitted.
Whole lot of nothing.
Order submitted.
Whole lot of nothing going on. And that was almost a perfect look at.
Order
can't
submitted.
make this stuff up, folks. The moose out front should have told you, but right to this red line here. I don't know. Why don't we do it properly? We'll buy
Order
down
submitted.
here. I'm going to turn the copier on in just a second.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
We'll stick with the Dow just to keep it simple. Not much of a reaction from the long end or the short end or anything. So a lot of priced in there. Here's the ZT right there. Just still chopping around. I'm long the ZT. I was long the whole curve going into this and will remain long. Don't really see how rates don't come in a little bit. All right, I'm going to put the copier on for the Dow. And I'm going to trade it in these accounts here. There we go. All right. Whoop. Well, that was easy.
Order submitted.
Maybe
Order
it was easy.
filled.
All right.
Order submitted.
This account here. Can we get up to the plus?
Order submitted.
Ooh, just real nice two-way range-bound action. All right. So generally the press conference doesn't start for a whole nother half an hour. So, I know we can play music in the room, but I don't think the people on YouTube will hear it. So I got to be entertaining over there. Speaking of YouTube, let me go over here and check it out. Oh my God. Your credit card got charged. No, it didn't. Don't put spam in my chat here. Don't put spat in my cham. Spat in my cham. Don't put spat in my cham. We don't charge no one's credit cards unless you buy something.
Order submitted.
All right, look at this nice little range bound action.
Order submitted.
Hovering around VWAP. Man, that was a total nothing burger. ZN up to just shy of T-line. Well, no, sorry, ZN's over the T-line. ZT is just shy of T-line at 103, spot 241. There you go. Sean's on it fast, man. Let me show you how quick we can. Oh, it doubled my. But that was quick. I know you had to get it out there quick. Gary, you can't really use the range bars, and they're not going to give you the same look. You can use range bars, but my setup is such that I jump between various stock indices and other instruments, and you need a different range for each one, which you could do, but I just leave it as minutes. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at, like, so this is just like the NASDAQ, for instance. If you went with a like a 21 range, the first thing it does is it removes the VWAP bands. I don't know why. It condenses the VWAP bands and it's not readable, so I'm not exactly sure why that is. I just don't feel like effing with it. So and then this 21 range wouldn't be appropriate for the S&P. It would be the wrong range for the S&P. So so we just stick with minutes, baby. Minutes over here. Minutes to memories. Yeah, that was a total nothing burger. Well, the good news about that is that now I can we can just see what happens with the presser and then just move on.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Move on with our lives. All right. Move on with our lives.
Order submitted.
Shut up in your face. All right, 88. All right, let's get a 2 lot on here too.
Order filled.
And then we'll be 3 lot across the board.
Order submitted.
When we get down there. Some selling coming in now.
Order filled. Order
All right,
filled.
got filled on the Dow, on my live. There we go, a little delayed reaction. ZT takes a pop. Love that. 3 lot going on over here. All right, all right, all right. So here's my long on the Dow. Live, there we go. What reaction's going on there? Who knows? Who knows? What did we get filled on? It's like a delayed reaction on these things. Oh, there we go. Oops. Failed to reject. What is going on over here? Hold on. It's putting me in the delay between. All right, good. So, oh, we are live there. All right, let's close this. Sorry. That should make the sound again. There we go. Ding dong. All right, because I want to buy another Dow. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear that sound? I was trying to get this "don't put spat in my cham" thing going on here. All right, double bottoms, double bottoms, double bottoms. Uh-oh, let's buy another one here. Ooh, staying out of the NASDAQ. Shorts, you're getting paid. Getting paid. All right, positions over here. I guess I had some resting orders. Oh, that's just a 2-lot. All right, so we got the same thing here. Now we got to put on our hopium hat, see if we get a little rebound. If not, gonna have to cut it. We have a lot of risk budget in these accounts, but never like to lose money in any of the prop accounts. No trades in any of our other stuff. Who got it wrong? Who got it right? The randomness of trading. We were up here. We were up here before. Came down here. I fried a little toads. See if we can get back inside the zone. Back inside the zone. The challenge with Tasty on TradingView, which is there's a lot of challenges, is that it doesn't on the Dow Jones, and I've told them a million times, it does not. It doesn't mark. There's no P&L. I mean, I just don't get it. There is for other ones. But see this? It says I have a 2-lot on here, and the P&L is 0. Makes it super fun. All right, we need a graceful exit opportunity if we can get back inside the zone. How about some wishful thinking up here at VWAP? Wishful thinking. Oh, you got a little. Oh, there was finally a little headline. President Trump not gonna pull back the tariffs. Not gonna do it. We're meeting in Switzerland. Maybe. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. All right. This is a graceful exit here.
Order submitted.
It's the first meaningful move in my favor. There's a major adverse excursion there, so I'm going to use any opportunity I can. So basically, I don't know how you want to do it. Last in, first out, doesn't really matter. But obviously, this is a loss. This is a loss. So from that add there, we'll go right there. And then now what I do is I do buy
order submitted.
New lows plus a few things. You can make this up. Don't worry about it. Can also look at, this would be better, is over here. One there and then one way down here. You got to have the risk budget to handle it all the way down to there. It's your first time watching this. This is the beauty of micros, of properly sizing. Even if you're completely wrong on direction, should be able to handle the trade. Not looking to get rich here. They're clearly pushing down on this candle, and we got another 18 minutes of it. It could reverse at any time. Tiny bubbles. Do. All right, let's move this over here. I'm trying to talk right in the mic without breathing too hard. On YouTube, the Darth Vader action gets a little gets a little annoying. All right, time to bring up one of the IB accounts. All right, we're going to do that so that we have, and they're downloading. I have a lot of accounts over here. We're going to log into one of the tracking accounts. Ba-da-ba. Come on, Dow. Let's do it. All right, good. You don't hear any breathing right now. Try not to think too much about anything. You're not in the band. High CPU usage. You might experience performance issues. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe we can hold it all together. Maybe we can hold it all together. I'm going to have to get to 124 gigs of RAM to do all this all at the same time. All right. Let's see here. Let's connect here. All right. Are we allowed to trade, take profit in my funded futures and trade day accounts or whatever? Is that enough time? Just have to wait for a minute, right? Wait for a minute. Ironically, there was no volatility after a minute. All right. My funded futures, 2 minutes. It's definitely been more than that. They don't count it from the press conference, right? When does it start from? When does it start from? All right, let me see if I can move this across the screen. Wow, I could. That was good. Got lucky there. Got lucky there. All right. So this 900 that you made up, you can just look left and pick a better number, which would be kind of the, I'm just going to crop, well, there was no wick there, but I'm just going to move it right to there. The highest probability is a bounce off of 770s there, a retest of the prior session lows. Remember, the whole pop that we're dealing with right now, we're just filling in another headline. There's going to be headlines galore. All right, quick around the horn. Everything went lower, including the S&P through the prior session low. So, there's a reason I was picking on the Dow, which is that it's seemed to be a little stronger than the rest of the market. So we're through prior session low there on the Dow. The NASDAQ as well. So someone predicted correct, going lower. Russell is not quite down there. And then gold finally woke up and decided to pop up to share level. We call share, do you believe in triple tops or triple bottoms or anything? And Bitcoin coming down to potentially T-line right here. Remember, T-line is the only trend line, moving average that I use. It's just a 233 EMA. I like it on a higher time frame, like 30 minutes or more. Checking in with all the stocks. It's as expected, kind of mixed. Apple's down about $2.50. Going to be hard for the Nasdaq to do much with Apple down and Microsoft down and Nvidia down, only slightly though. So we'll see what happens there. Go Dow. B, less sucky. B, less sucky. And it doesn't seem. Nvidia is definitely lagging the fun. It's a fun lagger. It's definitely a fun lagger. Bum ba da ba. All right, so I'm going to gracefully exit one of these Dows right here. Watch how long it takes. Ready? 1 Dow. Hit the button. 1 1. Oh, that was pretty fast. All right, never mind. That was pretty good there. And then now I'm going to buy basically this same level down here, 900s here, but over here I'm waiting for 888s. Yeah, this news flow is about as silly and stupid. I remember there was a time where there was like some sort of Greek sovereign debt crisis, the worry that the whole Eurozone was going to fall apart. And you had to worry about tape bombs around that as if the Greek economy had anything to do with our U.S. markets. I remember some of the budget issues when Boehner would come out and cry and markets whip all over the place. But I mean, think about, I don't know if this move is based on that headline of Trump saying, you know, I'm not doing anything with the tariffs, so you do that. But then the day before, we're talking to China, and you get this, right? So I mean, what are you supposed to do? What you're supposed to do is keep your positions small and keep it all under control. And then I had no positions on in these Bullinox accounts before we started today, and now they're red. But let's see, maybe we can get them back to green. You know, hope's not a strategy, but who knows? Really, I should be resting. I'll take this down to here. We should be able to get to the minus ones with that. I think everything probably bounced, right? Yeah, nice bounce there. Nice bounce there. Got outside the bands and bounced like a mofo. So any longs kind of worked out here. Go, baby. All right, I'm going to put an order right here. This is informed by an indicator that I don't have on this chart here. Yeah, I don't want this to get away from me.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Whoops.
Order canceled.
Sometimes if it gets up close enough to the line, you just take it. Take it before the line. One more time. All right, let's move this. We determined yesterday during my trade room that no one cares about having this stuff on the screen. I get flack either way. People go, well, you make money. All you ever do is sit on your hands in the afternoon streams. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up your face. Chat pros are way worse on live poker streams. All these broke motherfuckers just sitting there in their basement. I'd kill these guys. I'd never play the hand like that. You moron. Put up your 50 grand. Get on the felt.
Order filled. Order submitted.
How about boring you to death by just trading the Dow, huh? Just like it's done in Prop Done Right. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should put Prop Done Right on this screen too. The Prop Done Right ebook. Prop Done Right. That's that IB account in the bottom left of the corner of you too could make $36. $36 on a $7,900 account. Is that good? All right. Do you have an ebook? Hey, do you happen to have an ebook? I love my new video editors, man. They put it in there. I do a shout out and call out to it about 9 million times. My ebook has links to the free video course, has links to the free trial. Come on, baby. Come on. Pull it into price or wait? Pull it into price? How about we put it right here at this swing? Come on, baby. Remember, when you're long, it never hits target. When you're short, it never hits -2s, right? If I was short, it would never go back down. But since I'm long, it might not hit target. Isn't that how it works? See? You big tease. All right, 5 more minutes. You guys got any questions on YouTube? Let me see over here on YouTube. All right, somebody read the ebook. Thank you very much. You watched it. Okay. Roddy. Oh, I don't know if I respond to Roddy. Roddy Piper. I like a lot of vehicles, but I'm still waiting for. I'm just waiting for full, absolute, on-demand self-driving, where you don't even have to own the car. So, spend time in LA now, especially in the West LA area. The Waymos are just amazing, man. If I could get a Waymo full time, I think you probably could. There's probably services for that. I'd really never drive again. The question was whether I liked SUVs or cars. I don't know if I really care. I've owned a little bit of everything. My favorite SUV, if you will, was the Defender. And I had an OG Defender. Not these new bullshit makeover ones. God dang, did Land Rover lose its way. Come on, let's go. Boom! Who hit that target with me there? Who hit it? Did you guys hit it? I want to point something else out. If you do this like this at any prop firm, including Apex, with micros, with a defendable strategy, and trust me, this is defendable, you enter here, that's fine. This is another level there. See here? I just want to highlight these orders, right? And then there's no double down donking in here. 3 lot is the most that I do on my live streams here, just to keep it very approachable. Obviously, if you just kept adding, you would have come out of this well on anything, but that's -1. Oops. That's -1. What I want to do is copy and paste this. And here's -2s. As soon as I got a move in my favor, I gracefully exit. I traded over here live a little bit different. I got a One lot left and looking for a target of 41 150s-ish, which is informed by this visible range profile that you can get absolutely for free on TradingView. So I think you might, well, you might have to have a paid membership. Who knows? I mean, a paid plan. All right, next stop is VWAP. And all you S&P traders, you got healthy. And you NASI traders, you got healthy. If you traded the full NASDAQ and you got caught to the downside on that, I am going to run, here, watch this. I'm going to cancel this.
Order canceled.
And go ahead and hit OCO and put a sell stop.
Order submitted.
And a sell limit.
Order submitted.
And now what I have is basically an ATM. It doesn't trail. I wish I could add some trailing logic to it. You could if you had an ATM, but I've already placed that order with no ATM. So now there's a trailing stop right there. And if that gets hit, it will cancel the order at VWAP. And then all we got is I'm going to move my short to way up here because Powell could start talking and who knows, market could rally strong. We're not in the prediction business. Meanwhile, I'm over here doctoring up this screen. It's taking me a while, so let me keep at it. I got to keep doctoring this. Oh, and I have to also not show the other accounts that are losing money. So, what is it? Oh, this is the whole screen. Sorry. That's the whole screen. I'm sorry. It's the whole screen. Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to.
Order filled.
All right, we're out. We're out. Down 21 bucks in those accounts. Well, down 21 in that. Managed to get the other one slightly green. But we'll stay at it. God darn it, I keep grabbing the wrong thing. All right, we still got one right here. Let's root for it. You make money with mean reversion? Here's a key. Making money is not the hard part. The hard part is not losing big. So just control risk. I don't care what strategy you trade. Put all the bubbles on your chart. Buy all that bullshit from Jigsaw. Whatever you want to use. Doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. Frustrate yourself by risking 20 ticks to make 40 ticks. I don't care. Do that too. That's pretty frustrating. Just manage your risk and don't lose big. You can stay in the game till you somewhat figure this out. And then as long as this carnival game exists with these prop programs where they're going to give you 3 or 5, or in the case of some of them 20 right now, that might change. Figure it out. Copy a couple micros across 10 accounts, and then all of a sudden now you have a mini on, right? But you have a mini on in a responsible manner. All right. Now I still have this in these other accounts, so I'm just going to come in here and close it.
Order filled.
We were just watching that one account there, and I didn't have the copier really on.
Order filled.
And then in this account here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
And here, I'm just going to wait for VWAP so you can see if it actually hits VWAP.
Order submitted.
That's the other great thing about eventually figuring out multiple accounts and some copying and stuff is you can kind of do sliding doors. Now, sliding doors does not mean slide the 2 doors against each other or trade in 2 different directions or act like a moron. But let's say you scale in and enter the same position in the Dow in 5 different accounts. You can do a few where you say, okay, on these I'm gonna trail stops and be very conservative or whatever. And if you happen to get a winner, look, we just hit target on that one, right? Awesome. All right. So what I want to do here is cancel all this stuff.
Order canceled.
And get back in with
Order
new
submitted.
fresh positions.
Order submitted.
All I'm doing is buying
Order submitted.
swing lows and -2s and selling 41,289. Powell's going to take the initiative in just a second here. I know you were kidding. I know. All right, I think I'm going to drag this into price and just get flat right before here. I'm just going to drag this into price. Let's see, count. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. It's really bad. 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000. Maybe it's never going to close. There we go. That is so bad. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you can see what I just did, but I mean, Tom sold this company for like $1 billion. Don't you think they could do a little better integration? All right, but I think this P&L is correct here. $156. $156. We started this account this month with $7,500. We're up $285. Not terrible 7 days in, but I didn't trade this when I was down in LA. So, and then over here, I had this account up to 86 last month and lost the entire thing on the last day of the month, which really sucked. So that sucked. So we started back at 70. I never took a withdrawal from this last month. So it technically wasn't a losing month, but it was a give back. And there's a term that what's his name? Phil Locke uses. He's a poker player, called upstuck. Has anyone ever heard the term upstuck? He coined it, I'm pretty sure. It's a great term. It's like when you're playing poker and let's say you won a couple $1,000 and then you lost a big pot and like 1,800 and you're only up $200. Technically you're up, but you're up stuck. You're stuck from where your equity high was. Anyway, this account has $7,900 in it now, so we're up $400 for this month. And the reason I have these accounts, trust me, the last thing I need is to be trading two $7,500 accounts. But these $7,500 accounts are essentially the same size as all of your prop accounts, maybe even a little bit bigger. And since they're real, I don't put on nearly the size that I would put on in a prop account where you could lever it up a little bit. Anyway, here's the order here. And I'm going to get a little aggressive and put a buy order here too. Oh, they're blowing me up. What prop are these accounts with? Let me show you what I'm connected to, okay? So this account right here is not prop. This is a account with Tasty Trade connected to TradingView. Oh, and I also put another $1,000 into this one here. And I'm going to schedule a call with them. I don't like this yet. It's so simple. It's bad. It's hard to use, at least for me. So I'm going to give them some discussions. We'll see if they take it. But $2,500 deposit, I'm up $93 over here on plus 500. This is the futures arm of what was a CFD FX broker out of Israel. Now, question about what prop you're looking at. Here is everything I'm currently connected to. Whoops, that's Replicanto. We don't need that. Here we go. All right, and now that, so here's all the things I have. I have Apex, Blue Sky, Bullinox, Earn to Trade, Elite Trader Funding, Funded Futures Network, Interactive Brokers. I have a prop Interactive Brokers account. I have a live account. The prop one is me, my own prop firm that I run with very selective trader. You know how you get into my prop firm? You got to deposit 80 grand. So if you got 80 grand, I'll give you 4 million-ish of buying power in a day, but most of you don't have 80 grand. You want to sit and complain. All right. My Interactive Brokers, my Ninja Trader, my futures, I don't know what this is. Oh, my funded futures Trade-Evate, Take Profit, Tick, all these, okay? So what I'm currently connected to is Apex on Trade-Evate, Bullinox on Rhythmic, Interactive Brokers Live, Ninja Trader Live, and Tradeify. Now I'm going to connect in real time to take profit because I didn't want to accidentally place a trade. And in take profit, I have 3 pro accounts, I think. Yeah, these are all pro accounts, and I have 1 account I'm working on. So pro. Oh, look, I need to do a trade in here. We're down $4. Look at this. Look at it go. Well, screwed up over here, huh? Left all that money on the table, all that sweet Dow Jones money. That answer your question? 90% of what you're seeing is through NinjaTrader. Again, right behind this, right here, is TradingView too. But you can do what I'm doing here on Quant Tower, Motive Wave, a new platform that God willing, we'll get it figured out soon called TickBlaze. Ninja's for multi-propping, I don't know if there's going to be anything as good as Ninja, because with Ninja, you can connect unlimited connections through Tradeivate. You can only have 1 rhythmic connection, but you can connect unlimited through Tradeivate. All right, what's he saying? Is he saying anything worthwhile? He's saying something that's getting, I don't know, maybe it was luck, but where did it stop? It stopped for a moment here. Right there at what's called the +1s. Anyone take that line to line? Anyone in the trade room take that line to line? Line to line means, usually it means -1 to a +1, but an amazing line to line, a double line to line, is like -2 to +2s, but we haven't got back to there. So this would be from anywhere in the bid zone up to VWAP and then to there. That's called line to line. Mike the Trader, what do you trade on? We can't, we're not really set up to teach people new platforms or anything like that, but I can tell you, if you check out our room and our trial, we do have some really good people that within reason can help you get familiarized, and all the downloads for it are right here when you go to try TDG. And in our trade room also, you get the full workspace. You don't have to, and you get it on the trial. So you can download the Ninja bars, you get the Ninja 8 platform, all that stuff, and you're good to go. And then over here, where'd my help library go? Yikes, is it not? Shit, where'd it go? Damn it. No. What did my web guy do? There's supposed to be a help library down here. Shit. I'm glad I noticed it was gone. How come no one in the room told me the help library was gone? Well, I got to fix that. Hold on. Note, help library. All right. Anyway, we've got a lot of ways that you can kind of get set up and figure it out. Do you want to get aggressive here, folks? Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to sell the +1s.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
See if we get a little two-way action, some actual two-way action. It's under the support tab. I know, but it used to have a little menu too. I need the menu thing back. I like the menu thing. What happened to it? Help library. Yeah, you can get to it here, but I like the pop-up. Anyway, you go to the help library and you type in Ninja, and you got all kinds of things on Ninja. All kinds of little articles. All right, check it out. And also check out everything in the description below. So if you want to get access to, actually the description doesn't have all of the links to all the prop programs, but I'll make sure I update it so that the description has all the links to all the goodness that you could want. I'll tell you, generally being long is a lot easier than being short. I don't like rooting against the short here, but maybe we can get something that just sends us in both directions. It would be nice. We definitely have risk up to this level where we were prior to, so the 41.30, 41.325s. And remember, this bores the heck out of you, and it's like little small ball this, and real traders do that. That's my favorite conversation. Real traders don't trade micros. Real traders do this. Real traders do that. Remember, this is levered 5 times 5, right? So I don't know. Let's say we make $40 on this trade or lose $40 on this trade. It's actually $200, right? $200 of demo funny money. What more could you ask for? All right. I think I'm only going to go for another 15 minutes. So if you do have any additional questions that I could answer, I got to go Photoshop all my results. So give me a little time to do that. Suck it, Dow. Come on. Oh, I'm going to go... fucking search doesn't work here anymore. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can play this on YouTube. I love this thing. It's the best. All right. Okay.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Did that play on YouTube? I'm going to have to wait like 20 seconds, and then maybe you guys hear it. Let me download this one too. This one's a little longer. So the famous Saturday Night Live skit, as I'm sure you guys are aware of. It's so good, but that's what we call it, more Cowbell. We need more Cowbell. All right. This one's great.
Can I just say one thing?
Say it, baby, just say it.
I'm staring at rock legend Bruce Dickinson. And if Bruce
Order
Dickinson wants
filled.
more cowbell, we should probably give him more cowbell.
Say it, baby.
And Bobby, you are right, I am being selfish. But the last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I gotta have more cowbell. We're working on our merch store too. We're gonna have. We already have some of them. We've had some people buy it. We're gonna
canceled.
continue to improve the graphics and have some good stuff over there. Don't eat like a bird and shit like an elephant. Gotta have more cowbell. Did you guys ever see the walk-in one where there was the census? Where they're taking the census? It's like the best ever. Sir, how many people do you have living in this apartment? I don't know. 300? You have 300 people living in here? Well, you count the plants. All right, who hit target there with me on our Dow short? You want to
Order
Want
submitted.
to get more aggressive and see if we can
Order
get in
submitted.
back again. Now, here's the key. On nice two-way action like this with a flat VWAP, don't buy this. Don't buy it. Even if it works out, don't buy it, you know? Let me see if I can play this again. I want to get my streaming skills without Stream Deck working. Let me see. Here we go.
Can I just say one thing?
Say it, baby, just say it.
I'm standing here staring at rock legend Bruce Dickinson. And if Bruce Dickinson wants more cowbell, we should probably give him more cowbell.
Say it, baby.
And Bobby, you are right. I am being
Say it,
selfish.
babe.
The last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Oh, so good. All right, here we go. Yeah, Colonel Angus, that was great. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. We don't have a lot of songs that feature the cowbell. Last time I checked. That's the best. Last time I checked.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
All right, here we go. 3-lot incoming.
You up?
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
That's a good one. That's just over on our trade room. Here we go. Could get ugly. So now we need to put our target back at VWAP.
Order submitted.
That's just like your opinion, man. All right. Genuine question. How much did it take for you to get to net positive in trading? All right. I talk about this quite a bit. Remember, net positive, consistently profitable, all those things are not important. What's important is how long it takes you to have the discipline and the patience. It's more discipline to just not lose big. So the answer to that is it took me about 10 years. It took me about 10 years to stop losing big. I've been trading for 33. It took me about 10. I'm just going to take this right here because it's just too juicy. Just too much of a
filled.
beautiful little pop. Beautiful little pop. Beautiful little pop.
Order filled.
Pretty little pop. Let's see here.
Order submitted.
So it's not about how long it takes you to start making money. It is the classic keeping it. And you will not get to the point where you can make money until you get to the point where losses are just part of the game and big losses are not part of the game. This rite of passage where you need to throw around big up, big down, bullshit. It's not part of the game. Doesn't need to be. If you want to act like you got to hit rock bottom before you can figure it out, that's fine. But and buying cheap prop accounts and blowing them up is toxic behavior. It's not going to help. It's going to make it worse. You need to play like you're in the major leagues the whole time. The minor leagues, the rules are not differently. You don't get 5 strikes in the minor leagues or unlimited pitches, and then you go up to the majors and like, oh shit, you mean 3 strikes and I'm out? Three strikes and I'm out. Also, it takes a lot of discipline to just sit here on this Dow chart, especially when you're not in a position. You kind of want to look over at the NASI. I knew what the NASI was doing. It's down into the bid zone. The long on the NASI would be right here. Why don't we do it just to
Order submitted.
see if we get any fills. These are going to be more treacherous to manage.
Order submitted.
So there you go. You just put the order on the line. See? See how long it took me to teach you this? Just put the order on the line. Now, I go through this a lot of times, so let's do it again, which is, why is that so delayed over there? God, I'm looking at the replay over here, and it's like massively delayed. It's interesting. All right, so let's do a what if when we get filled here, which we might, right? We're going to do a what if. Okay, so if we get filled here, what screen are we looking at? Can someone in the chat tell me if you're seeing the NASDAQ screen right now? The chat in the trade room and in on YouTube, because it just looks so delayed. On YouTube, are you seeing the NASDAQ or are you still seeing the Dow Jones? What are you seeing? I don't know why that's so delayed. Oh, maybe I got to do this. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Okay, now I understand. I hit this button accidentally. You guys are seeing the NASDAQ, right? Okay, cool. All right, so here yeah, cool. So here's the deal. I'm the best ever. Do we have that sound effect? Let's do that one before I'm going to grab that one. Is it best ever? That's my favorite one.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Piss excellence? I know, I want to play it on YouTube. What's the name of the file, Brad? I keep putting in best. It's not. What's the name of the file? Talladega Nights picks excellent. That's it. I need to use the word piss. That'll do it. So I'm going to get back to a teaching moment in a second, but who wants to learn anything? That sucks. Okay. All right, let's go over here. And this one's great. My favorite.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
All right, so I'm going to piss some excellence on you, right, and show you dynamic trade management that no one else will show you, right? And this is important because I don't trade with stops. Okay, I trade with a risk budget and a framework because I don't need to trade with stops trading 2 to 3 micros in accounts that have large risk budgets, okay? But it's not always do as I say as I do. It's just learn this for yourself, develop situational fluency. So let's say we got long at 19,712s, right? Looks unlikely right now. Market's going back up. So we get long at 19,712s. The first target when you're long from -2s is -1s right here, okay? So what I want to do is I want to measure this target from here to here. Okay, it's 93 points, right? All right, I'm going to test YouTube over there. If I wanted a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio on a 93-point target, what would my stop be? How many points below 712 would my stop be? You can round that down to 90 if you want simple math. I want a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. And by the way, this is assuming I can always let price we all know how to get stopped out, right? But so few people know how to let things actually go to a profit objective, right? Like look at me on the Dow over here. I have a long right here, and I'm just going to take it because we have some shorts working here. And I'm going to cancel this short and just leave it up there at the +2s. So, who gave me the answer? The answer is 45. Correct. There you go. See how awesome that is? And here's what's great about that. Everything about it is dynamic. The entry is dynamic. The target is dynamic, meaning it's a volatility band, right? So it's going to move. It's dynamic. It's a lagging indicator. Shut up. It's not lagging anything. It's plotting 1 and 2 standard deviations from the current VWAP. I'm not saying it's predictive of anything, although it is predictive, because about 80% of price action is going to take place between 2 standard deviations. That's another thing you can work. Doesn't mean that buying any particular level has an 80% win rate. I am still shocked at how much marketing shit is around win rate.
Order filled.
All right. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. +2's in the house.
Order submitted.
All right. I was only going to be here for another...
Order
I'm
filled.
going to close that. It could be a fine trade.
Order
It is a
canceled.
trade there, but like I said, I don't want to be short. But perfect target, moved right up to this level. I got everything solid green ass. Let me just make sure that I can't show the red accounts, the losing accounts. So
That
was
awesome.
so anyway, back to trade management. The key also to having 2-to-1 reward to risk and all these things is that you have to do your best to allow things to get to target. I just mentioned before, if you're struggling with that, hey, have 3 or 4 prop programs 3 or 4 accounts and trade each one slightly differently. Again, not, but go, you know what? I'm gonna put a few contracts on here in this account, and these I'm just gonna act like a donkey or struggle or get nervous or whatever. Run a trail stop too tight. And then, but the other ones, hey, I'm just hell or high water. It's going to hit stop or it's going to hit target. And you already saw the outcome of the way it worked out when you were doing the old you, right? You could trade this way and literally, so look at these fills here, right? It's always easy after the fact, but these fills hit every single target. So if you buy here, you calculate your stop if this is your target. Let's do this. If you were going to go line to line, right? Not to the next line, but you're going to go line to line. 158, you put in a 75-point stop, which would put you down here somewhere, and you put the order on that line, and then you minimize the screen. Just minimize the screen. Don't be a silly goose and put tape over your monitor or over the P&L. Just it's so stupid. Just minimize your screen. All right, there's 12 o'clock. Any other questions from people over in the trade room? One thing I will tell you, let me put the link in here, is if you're not on my list, somehow you found your way to what we got going on here today, but I think the best way to do it is through this ebook. Then you'll be on the list and you'll get the email tomorrow that will tell you that we have 2 more days of the free look inside the room where you don't even have to sign up for the trial. I'll just send you the password and you can hang out for the next couple days and see if you see value in it. Great Dane, you might have been a little late to the party. You've been on the stream a couple times. It's right here, my man. It's right here. There's TradingView. You can connect to Tradevate on TradingView, obviously. So here's the 2 strategies, and you do the trial, and we show you, there's a cheat sheet on how to set this up. I don't have a template, if you will, for TradingView because it's just better to learn how to do this on your own. So anyway, there it is. All right, we'll leave you with this. The last 4 or 5 FOMC meetings have been so much easier to deal with than ones in the past. I'm telling you, FOMC for a while was harrowing, right? When there was non-consensus about what that might be. Anyone short the Dow? Give me one in the chat if you're short the Dow. From that level, you were a little less. It's just working out. I mean, it's almost like picture perfect. Almost like picture perfect. All right. Anyway, these have been pretty easy to manage, but don't get lulled into thinking that it might stay like this, because we could get a crazy close. We have tape bombs that are possible. So if you navigated it well and you have a green day, I would suggest probably just being finished, walk away from your screen. Don't do anything else. All right, everybody, stay green, trade like a minute. We'll see you in the trade room tomorrow.